Hey, okay, so basically what we got going on here is the official Classic Gaming Quarterly Fantasy Football League draft slash we're playing Madden 93. So I'm going to have to keep switching back and forth between the game view here and then just this draft view. You can see that the draft just started and our pick is coming up here pretty soon. Well, kind of. You can see that almost everybody is live drafting, so that's pretty awesome. But in the meantime, we're also going to play some Madden, so we'll go ahead and get that game set up. It's going to be hard because I have to kind of keep an eye on multiple things here, but so I don't know. This might end up being a gigantic cluster F, but whoa, what's going on? We'll see. I already screwed up. I don't want to play as those two teams. Hey, Joe. DeAndre Hopkins or Odell Beckham Jr. Hopefully this stays on. Ooh, San Francisco Buffalo. Let's do that. See, I feel like I want to take Beckham over Hopkins. Here, I'm going to switch the... Here. See, now I got this one going. Because our pick is right after whoever's going right now. Get the Jaguars defense. See, Frank, my concern is that Odell got his big contract, so maybe he's going to have like a down year. So my turn's about to come up, and then we'll switch back. Yeah, I don't see how I can not take Odell Beckham though. So I'm gonna take him. Well, it's either first. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, there we go. All right, got Beckham. Now let's play. Uh, Madden 93 is what we're playing this time, by the way. Last time we played the original John Madden football. And if I remember correctly, I think that this was the last game that said where the title was John Madden Football instead of just Madden. I think starting with 94, it was just called Madden 94. The proper name of this game is John Madden Football 93. Why does this look so terrible? Oh, that's why. Stupid tips. See, it's very hard to multitask. I like to blitz a lot in this game for some reason. I think they kind of took out, in the original John Madden football, you could really kind of shoot the gap between the center and the guard. But in this game, you can't really do it as easily anymore, I don't think. Ooh, that's not good. According to my friend Anthony, John Madden Football 93 is the best game in the Madden series. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but it is a really good one. It still doesn't have a season mode, so to me that's a pretty big mark in the negative column. That started with Madden 94, but I don't think that game's as good as this one gameplay wise. Oh crap! Sorry, I'm drafting. Switch back. Man, do you guys think I'm crazy if I take Gronk now? I mean, how many really good tight ends are there? I'm gonna take him. I feel like, I mean, someone might think that's crazy, but I just feel like with tight ends, you either get like a really good one or you get a guy that's going to give you like 2 or 3 points per game and is like useless. So, kind of sucks because that means we don't have a running back yet, and we've already done our first two picks. So, not too excited about that. But you know, our pick was what, like 8th or ninth. So by that time, like the really elite running backs are just going to be gone. And if I remember correctly, I think I set it up so it's. I don't think it's a PPR league, you know, points per reception league. So it would have been better if I'd gotten a running back. But I mean, it's too late now. You know, I really love playing fantasy football, but I'm really not good at it, which is good anyway because I think that you know, I don't really want to win my own league. You know, it's kind of something fun to do with some of you guys, and if I won it, that would just be kind of not cool in my opinion. So, plus I'm going to give out prizes to the top 3 winners. So, obviously, if I'm one of the top 3 winners, then I would just skip myself and go to the next person. But kind of better if I'm just not one of the top 3 winners, in my opinion. It's going to be a while before our 13 picks until our turn comes up. So, we'll definitely have some time to chew on some Madden here for a bit. Oh, I didn't even realize it was 4th down, so I was trying to blitz there. Well, that kind of worked out. It's a pretty good run back, yeah. I just want to check the chat room. Anthony wants to know if it's a PPR league. I sure don't think so. I'm pretty sure I set it to not be one, but I really don't remember. Does this one have the ambulance? I thought that was 92 that had the ambulance. And hey, Anthony Garcia's here finally. That's pretty awesome. What's up, man? He seems to keep missing the live stream, so. Ooh, 9 picks till our turn. I really like this rollout pass play for some reason. It works really well. I also like to mix in a lot of running plays. It probably doesn't really do anything or help just because it's not. You're not playing a psychological game against the computer, right? But ooh, that was not good. I kind of knew I was in trouble once that guy broke through the line, though. So let's just do the same play again. Anthony Garcia says, new here. Well, maybe I have you confused with a different Anthony Garcia. I've had an Anthony Garcia who's been a fan of the show for a long time. So maybe I'm just confusing you with him. Crap, now that guy's covered. Screw it. All right, that didn't work out. Yeah, it's time to draft some kick-ass players. I hope so. I did like 0 research. Usually I'll go by like a draft guide. That was a really horrible play to pick for a 3rd and 21, so I'm gonna pick a new one. I'm trying to do 3 things at once here. Usually I go by like a draft guide, just because like I have no idea who like the sleepers are supposed to be this year or whatever. And I went to the store and it's like the draft guides this year really suck. Usually they come with like a nice sheet for you to use while you're drafting, and I don't know, they just all seem kind of like low quality. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I don't think that's enough for the 1st down. No, so now it's going to be 4th and 6. So I'm not going to be going for it on 4th and 6. There's something wrong with this controller. Because you see, it paused the game again, which is if you watched the last live stream was a problem we were having. It brought up the in-game menu because I'm playing this game on my EverDrive, and this is like it's like the X7 EverDrive or whatever it is. So I think it's like down and start or something brings up the in-game menu. But we'll just have to live with it, and I'll just have to remember to bring down a different controller. I just took this one apart and cleaned it. I don't know if maybe there's something in there or something's like making the start button trigger. Either that or the encoder chip in there is going bad. That would be kind of a bummer. This game's also a bit harder than the original John Madden Football is really easy. Okay, so it is the same, Anthony. That's what you had me confused there. Yeah, do not go Dodgers. I don't like the Dodgers. Obviously, because I'm a Giants fan. Clay's never been good at any sports games. You know, I didn't used to be good at sports games when I was a kid, and I'm not saying I'm good now, but I've at least gotten a little bit better. So, our turn to draft. Switch back. Man, we really need a running back, man. Like, who's left? Oh my God, I've never even heard of half of these people. It's not good. Most of these guys aren't even like the top running backs on their team. Anybody got any input here? You got 28 seconds. Well, with the live stream delay, that probably means you have 0 seconds. Dang. Well, I'm just going to throw up a Hail Mary here and go with this guy because I'm not taking the top guy because says he's injured and I don't even know who that is. So, well, there we go. 5 picks till it's our turn again. Things are already not going well, but it'll make the league more interesting this year, at least from my perspective. So that's all right. Maybe we'll have to pick up dudes off the waiver wire or something. What's going on? Oh, that's why. I feel like blitzing against this team's not really working well for me, so I'm going to try something different. Don't pick anyone from Miami. Oh, all right. Well, I couldn't name a single player on Miami anyway, so. See, that worked better. Okay. Maybe I should stop moving that guy. I realized, by the way, that I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore the last time we did a live stream. It's just a coincidence. I don't know. I picked punt rush. I don't think I've ever successfully blocked a punt in this game, but it doesn't hurt to try, you know. David Cavalieri says Miami's going to blow chunks this year. Well, if you're a Miami fan, I guess that's not good, but I mean, when was the last time Miami was really good? You know, I don't know. Ooh, says my turn is next, so let's switch back. And I mean, what do we need here? I mean, I still don't even have a quarterback. So I mean, that's very much not good. When did Carlos Hyde end up on the Browns? Oh, whoops, I better get rid of that filter. Oh, Cam Newton's still available? I'm going to take Cam Newton then. Ooh, Russell Wilson still available? What do you guys think? Cam Newton or Russell Wilson? That's tough. I don't want to take Russell Wilson because I hate the Seahawks, you know, being a 49ers fan and all, but man, I mean, who else hasn't been taken yet? Oh, Drew Brees hasn't been taken yet. I feel like I better grab somebody. I'm taking Wilson, man. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Seattle's kind of going through some stuff this year, so I don't know if that was really a wise pick or not, but one of the teams is called TO has BO. That's funny, even though I like TO. He says yikes. I don't know if that's in reference to my pick. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I really can't multitask. It's not going well. Yeah, David, I don't know. That's what I think. I don't know about Cam Newton sometime. I mean, just see like in the first preseason game, Cam Newton ended up like running for a first down and like landing on the ground like head first. Like, oh boy, that's just stupid. Delay of game. 13 picks till our turn though, so. See, I should have thrown that sooner. I waited and let that guy get too deep into the secondary. Jay Business says, do you like T.O. because he was a 49er? I mean, that's definitely part of it, but, I mean, I just kind of like the guy. Like, I think he gets unfairly criticized personally. Like, some of the stuff that he did, like pulling the Sharpie out of his sock and signing the ball, like, I thought that was pretty funny, or going and putting the football on the star in Cowboy Stadium. Like, I know they say NFL stands for the No Fun League, but I always thought it was cool when he did stuff like that. And I don't know. I just think like he's kind of got sometimes he has a little bit of an attitude problem, but when you look at a lot of the other players that have like real character issues, like legal problems or whatever, like. What has T.O. really ever done, that was like a big deal, I mean, I know he said the thing he said about, when they lost the Super Bowl and he said that he wasn't the one that got tired or whatever. And like, that's probably not really a cool thing to say about your quarterback when you just lost a Super Bowl. But, I'm not going to burn the guy in effigy over that. Calling Jeff Garcia gay and did he call him? I don't remember what he said exactly, but he didn't say, I could swear somebody asked him if he thought Jeff Garcia was gay, and he said something like, I wouldn't be surprised or whatever. I feel like somebody asked him that question and kind of set him up, which is kind of a low class thing to do. But I mean, that's definitely not the best way he could have answered it. I mean, that's for sure. Hey Morpheus, what's up, man? Well, so I was just kind of streaming, I thought it'd be fun to stream during the live draft, and so that's why I picked Madden, just so we have kind of a football theme going on. It's not something I'm planning on, doing repeatedly, but I was actually thinking about streaming. I thought it would be cool. I've got Buck Rogers Countdown to Doomsday over here, and I was thinking it'd be cool to stream and try to like beat the game, like not in one sitting, but. Hold on here. What do we want here? No one works. Not try to beat it in one sitting, but I just thought it'd be cool if maybe we had games that we played over the course of a few live streams. Because I just feel like what I do now is just I'm just randomly playing games, and I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but I think it'd be cool if maybe like if every live stream, if we had like one game that we kind of return to try to work through, and then maybe we can also play another game that would just be something different. I don't know, like now that I have this whole setup down here, I wanted to kind of stream more regularly, so now I'm just trying to think of things to do on the live stream to keep it interesting. I feel like right now people kind of show up for the live stream. This is I don't do it very often, but I think if I start streaming regularly, people are going to lose interest if I don't do something to make it interesting for people to keep tuning in. So, ooh, we got fumble recovery. Oh, well, Joseph, I don't know if that's. I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said, and like I said, I mean that's kind of unfortunate that he would say something. I'm not saying the guy's like a perfect angel or anything. I just think that I think he kind of makes himself a lightning rod for controversy a little bit. But at the end of the day, what has he ever really done that's that bad? And at the same time, statistically, he's one of the best wide receivers to ever play the game. And I think that to have the Hall of Fame kind of do what they did, and not vote him in his first year of eligibility just because they didn't really like him. I think that's a really low class thing to do, and I personally think that the way he handled it by not going to the induction ceremony, I thought that was pretty cool. I think he may end up regretting that one day, that he didn't do it. But at the same time, I think sort of having his own ceremony at his college alma mater was a pretty cool way to handle it. I watched part of it and I watched his speech, and like, I think he did it, in a classy way. I mean, he made a mention of, kind of what happened with the Hall of Fame and why he did what he did, but like other than that, I mean, he thanked his coaches and thanked his mom and his grandma, and like, I don't know, I don't know what else to say except, like I said, oh crap, Marvin Jones, Brandon Cooks. I'll take Brandon Cooks. I didn't know it was my turn. I need to I want to turn up the volume so that I can. Oh, I know how to take care of it. I didn't hear the notification when it was my turn. We almost got screwed. So, see if that helps. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to turn this into the, I'm going to talk about TO hour or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just answering somebody's question, I guess. Ooh, get him. Oh, man. All right. 20 seconds left on the clock, and they're trying to get a score in. I don't think it's going to happen unless I give up a really big play. So that's probably not the play that I should have called. Oh my goodness! I was afraid he was going to catch it on the rebound there. Sorry, I didn't switch it over to the draft view just because I only had like 10 seconds left. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I should probably pause it here just to. It's 3 picks till my turn, but let's just pause it and check out the comments. In fact, while I'm checking out the comments, I'm going to put the draft thing back on here so you can see right below my face. You can see our team so far here. So we still need another running back, and we got the flex spot. And of course, the kicker and the defense we'll do later. I'm not going to waste early picks on that. Yeah, Morpheus. Like I said, I mean, I just I was bouncing around a little bit too much with the games, and I just think it'll be cooler if we have something that we play over the course of at least a few streams or something. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. So we still need another running back. So I feel like we need to make that the priority. See, Marshawn Lynch at this point is like a third down running back, so to have him in there, I'm going to have to take him. I don't really know what Mark Ingram's deal is at the moment, or if he's like coming back. I'm going to take Marshawn Lynch and it's just going to be a toss-up. If he manages to punch one in that week, we'll get 6 points. I know that's not a good quality pick, but I don't really know what to do. Yeah, Alejandro says I need to really load up on running backs. I agree. This draft is not at all going well. But, I never presented myself as any kind of expert. What happened? Was at the end of the quarter? I think the quarter's over. Yeah, all right. So we check out the stats here. So it's 15 picks till our turn, so we got time. Obviously, the score's 7-0. It's very interesting that we have yet to pick up a single first down, and yet we have the lead in the game. 8 total plays, only 75 total yards, most of which came on a single play. 60% completion rate's not very good, particularly. Overall, I'd say we're not playing very well, but, I picked Buffalo, who, when this game came out, was one of the very best teams in the league. So really, if I was trying to play a game where it was going to be easy, I didn't pick a good opponent. But, when I was a kid, Buffalo got good right when the Niners sort of stopped appearing in Super Bowls on a regular basis, and were getting knocked out by like the Giants or Green Bay. And so even though Buffalo was in the Super Bowl, 4 years in a row, I always wanted to see the Niners play Buffalo in the Super Bowl, and of course that never ended up happening, unfortunately. So it's kind of cool that at least we're having them play each other in this game. So, and I just said Buffalo obviously is very good in this game, but the Niners are no slouch either. So it's not like I'm playing as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or something. Oh, everybody's covered. Still 11 picks, still our turn, so we're all right here. Do a running play real quick. Yeah, Jim Kelly was the man, Joseph. I hope I know Jim Kelly was having some. Whoa, that guy doesn't run very fast. Jim Kelly was having some health problems. Hopefully that's all solved. I think he was dealing with cancer, which is obviously very not cool. I don't know. We need to start passing the ball more because we need to move the ball down the field here. So. There we go. Oh no! I thought did he catch it and then fumble it? Man. Yeah, Jim Kelly never got his ring. It's too bad. You know, I don't know how many of you guys have watched the NFL Network did this series of shows called America's Game, and you know, it was like one episode dedicated to each Super Bowl, and you know, the team that won it. And then I guess after they finished, like they caught up with all the Super Bowl winners. They did a few episodes that were like the best teams not to win the Super Bowl. And the Bills, I forgot which particular year they chose for the Bills. But they did that for one show. And that was actually maybe my favorite episode of America's Game. They had Jim Kelly and Craig Talley and Marv Levy, the coach. As like the three guys that were interviewed for that show, and it was just really, really good. So, for any of you guys out there that are football fans, see, it did it again. How do I get out? How is he not going down? Wow. I don't know. We might have to do something about this controller thing. This is not working out for me. But anyway, if you haven't seen that episode of America's Game, you should check it out. I feel like I want to run upstairs and get a different controller, but I don't like to waste your guys' time staring at nothing. That was like a shoestring tackle. I thought he was gone. I don't know if I'm just picking bad plays or if I just don't really have an answer for them. Oop, our turn. See, now I heard it. Okay. So we still need somebody for the flex spot. So, or I could pick up Phillip Rivers. I'm not going to do that. Man, I remember when Funchess was considered like a sleeper. That was a few years ago. Oh, I can still get Jimmy Garoppolo? You guys are going to think I'm nuts if I pick him. If he's still available when my turn comes back around, I am definitely picking that guy up. Nobody's got any opinions here. I haven't even heard of most of these guys. I don't know. I need another running back. So I don't know who Kerryon Johnson is. But his name's Carry On. Like, what a good name for a running back. So, maybe not a good pick. Hopefully, if Jimmy G is still there, that's going to be our backup quarterback. You know, I think the Niners have positioned themselves to maybe be pretty decent this year. So, Dave says Jimmy's in his queue. So, I guess maybe, I don't know which team is yours there, David. So, I don't know if you're going to. If you're going to beat me to him, that's, you know, no big deal. I can always pick up Big Ben or something. There's still some pretty good quarterbacks up on the board. Anyway, back to Madden. I think maybe after this turn is over, I'm going to go get a different controller. I really don't want to do that. Oh, he ran right by me. Sloppy play. Oh, I'm just ahead of David. All right. Well, sorry, David. If he's still there when I get there, I'm taking him. So, time to move into goal line, I think. I'm just not going to touch the controller because I feel like I'm doing more harm than good. Oh, no, see? I didn't touch the controller. No worries if you need to control or need to switch controllers. Thanks, JBiz. I might, like I said, I might do that, and then if I'm gone and if somebody in the chat room shows up and wants to know where I went, you can just tell them. Whoops. Okay. 2 picks till my turn, so. Oh, he stepped out. I thought he was gone again. All right, our turn to draft again. Well, who's Robbie Anderson? Well, I say we take Jimmy G, and then if he ends up having a breakout year, maybe I can trade him or something. That's just a little bit of homerism, I think. Grabbing Garoppolo. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a new controller because this one sucks. So I gotta take the microphone off real quick. And well, you guys can. I'll leave this screen up so you can watch the draft, and I'll be right back. All right. So I grabbed a 6-button controller, so hopefully that will be better. Microphone back on. Sorry if this is maybe loud. It's all twisted up. And unplug the controller. Goodbye. Hopefully this isn't one of those games that doesn't like 6-button controllers, or we're going to be in trouble. Oh, I think we're okay. Feels better anyway. I like the 3-button controller just because it's the classic controller, right? Like that's the one that I got with my Genesis, of course. But there's really no denying that the 6-button controller, he's gone, is the far superior product. Still 11 picks until our turn, so we're doing okay here. Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at the draft board, like all the players that are left, except for the quarterbacks. I just don't even know who they are. I figured I was gonna get tackled anyway, so I dove for a few extra yards. So, play action pass. So for those just joining us, we're tied 7-7 late in the third quarter, and we're doing a fantasy football draft. So I'm doing a poor job at both. Oh, come on! He was wide open when I threw it, for whatever that's worth. Sorry, usually I put the microphone cable up my shirt so it doesn't flop around. Hopefully that's not making too much of an annoying noise. Oh, another game I was thinking that we could play when I was talking about, playing a game where it would, last over several streams. I've never actually played Shadowrun on the Genesis. And, people say it's a really good game. I really don't even know that much about it. So I was thinking that would be a really cool game to check out. And like I said, we could play it through to completion, and it would just take. Well, I don't know how long it would take. I have no idea how long Shadowrun is. Earlier I was talking about playing Buck Rogers' Countdown to Doomsday. I think that game takes like at most 10 hours to beat. I've only beat it once, but it's not a tremendously long game. It's not like one of these JRPGs, that takes 40 or 50 hours to complete. So I don't really want to play anything like that on the live stream. I know like there's streamers out there who that's what they'll do is they'll play through like Final Fantasy 7 or something over the course of 20 or 30 live streams. But I'm definitely not interested in doing something like that. But I just think it would be cool to have stream with a purpose, I guess, instead of just randomly playing games. And I know I keep streaming with the Genesis, and hopefully people don't mind. It's funny, people ask me like what my favorite system is, and I always say, well, it's it's this or it's that, or ask me again tomorrow, I'll give you a different answer. But the Genesis is the system that I keep coming back to over and over again. So I guess maybe in some ways it's kind of my favorite system. Thought I had him. Morpheus, this is Madden 93 on the Genesis. I don't, I know the original John Madden Football on the Super Nintendo is not a good game. I don't know how the others are. I'm not really too much into playing sports games on the Super Nintendo. Not because I don't think they're good. But I think sometimes they kind of shoved Mode 7 down your throat a little bit too much. It's an example of like, just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Just because so many sports games on the Super Nintendo used Mode 7 when it wasn't really necessary. Like the golf games used a lot of it. Or there was like NCAA basketball, which kind of gives me motion sickness to play that game. And then there was a hockey game. I can't remember. I think it was called like Stanley Cup Hockey, or I forgot what it was called. But it was all Mode 7. And not really that big of a fan of that. So 2 picks until it's our turn again. A lot of tight ends still on the board, which obviously we already got ours, but I'm actually feeling pretty good about that. I know that was a high pick, taking Gronk that high, but it's our turn now. But I feel pretty good about that pick, actually, believe it or not. Where's the thing here? Okay, so we definitely do not need another. Who's this Will Fuller guy? Saying good day to day. I don't know who this guy is, but he's the top wide receiver still left, so we're taking him. Although, how's Alshon Jeffrey doing? Missed the first 2 games of the season? No, thank you. Who's Peyton Barber? I know, I'm coming. Let's take this guy. I don't know who he is, but, you know. You know what's funny? I'm sure if I had just set it to auto draft, I'd have a much better team right now, but that's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, hold on. Before we go back to playing the game, a guy named T.O. has B.O. We were talking about that. Sorry, so I don't know what your real name is because that's just your team name. He says to say hi to his son Luke. So, hey Luke, how are you doing? Hopefully you're listening to your dad, and hopefully he plays video games with you. So, yeah, back to Madden. Just get this back down to the bottom there. What are we doing here? 2nd and 7 on the 7. So maybe still a little bit too far away, I think, to switch over to the goal line defense. Although I don't really know what I'm talking about, so maybe that's not a good strategy. Hey, Two Kings is here. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, it took me a while. Because I used to call you Little Kings. I'm sorry, I didn't. It took me a while to put 2 and 2 together and realize that your online handle is a Bible verse. So, apologize for that. Jam the middle. Go easy on my... Oh, so he's the Tecmo Bowler. See, I don't know who you guys are based on your team name. So he's the Tecmo Bowlers. I don't think you're going to have anything to worry about with my team because it's pretty horrible. So that's okay. I just have a lot of fun playing fantasy football. It gives me a reason to watch games that I otherwise might not watch. So I'm not too worried about the fact that I'm probably going to be kind of sucky. It was more about just having something fun to do with some of you guys. I couldn't find a league. I used to play in a league on the Atari Age forums, and then at my wife's old job, she had there was like a workplace fantasy football league, but my wife doesn't play football, or she doesn't watch football, much less play fantasy football. So I would run her team for her, but she doesn't work there anymore, and then I don't play in the Atari Age League anymore, and so I didn't really have anybody to play with. And where I work, it's like a bunch of eggheads, so none of them are into sports, or much less playing fantasy sports. So I don't know why I didn't think about it sooner to have a Classic Gaming Quarterly league. So I'm really happy that we're doing that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So. Yeah, I mean, I called them Little Kings just because I have bad vision, and so the 2 to me almost look like an LIL, or maybe it's the 2 plus the vertical piece of the K. I don't. I'm blind as a mole, so. Yeah, Jesse said, when I was a kid, I wasn't the smartest, and I thought fantasy football was like Mutant League, but with wizards. I mean, I'll be honest, before I started playing, God dang it, before I started playing fantasy football, I didn't really understand what it was either, so, oh boy. It's our turn again here. Back to the thing here. So what do we still need here, really? I mean, we need a kicker and a defense, but I don't think I'm ready to start wasting picks just yet. Who the heck's Jack Doyle? We got here Jared Goff. That'd be a good pickup for somebody, I think. Alex Smith is still there. Who's Ronald Jones II? That seems like a bad pick to me, but what do I know? Pick somebody. George Kittle might be good. Yeah, I know, I'm coming. It beeps to let me know that my turn's almost up. Screw it. Oh, I didn't get him. Oh, did I get him? Who did I get? I think I missed it. Oh, I got Nelson Aguilar? Well, that's all right. I can live with that. All right. 15 picks till it's our turn again. So back to the game. check the lab guys I know call it sports ball. Yeah, I feel like anybody that uses the term sports ball is like one of these people that thinks that the fact that they don't watch sports like makes them cool. Like, there's some people who, when they're not into like the popular stuff, somehow they think that makes them like cool or something. I always don't like that attitude. Like, if you don't like sports, like, just say you don't like sports. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I have a coworker who, like, you would actually think would be into sports because he's like a machinist, and he's more than a machinist. He's like a development engineer. Like, that guy could take an engine apart and put it back together. He's just a real like manly man, and so you would think he'd be into sports. And so I asked him one time, and he goes, "No, I don't watch any of that stuff." And I said, "Well, why?" And he said, "Well, why would I want to spend my time watching other people do stuff when I could be doing stuff?" And I was like, "Man, that makes a lot of sense." So I mean, nothing wrong with not liking sports is my point, but people who try to put on this act like they have no idea what you're talking about, it just wears a little bit thin with me. What else we got here? Yeah, hipsters, exactly. And Clay says he prefers college football over the NFL. I can respect that. I don't really feel that way. Like, I like watching both, but I know some people prefer college, and I can definitely say I'd say I probably prefer college basketball over pro. Oh, that guy's got our number. I feel like my running backs are like really slow, or maybe the Bills guys are just really fast. I don't really know. In general, I feel like running is not working out well for us. Mike says he saw the video title and his heart skipped a beat. Why? Like, something, because of something bad? I mean, I'm just curious. There we go. See, that's how the rollout pass is supposed to work. So, hey, now we got back the yardage we lost. Whoopee. So now it's 3rd and 11. I almost kind of want to go with that play again. It's like a go-to play that kind of works for me most of the time. If I don't screw it up by throwing too late, and if someone doesn't pick up that running back right away. So that might seem like kind of an odd play to call on 3rd and 11, but I feel like generally when I'm trying to throw downfield, it's not really working out. So, see, I thought I still had time. That didn't look... It seemed like he was still far enough away that I was going to have time to get the ball off. Now it's game over. Oh, I see, Mike. All right, cool. Naru Neto is a baseball guy. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I like baseball quite a bit. I like them both. I think for me, it's sometimes hard to get into regular season baseball games, just because when you play 162 games, individual games don't have much meaning. But although at this point in the season, that's no longer true. So, I mean, definitely, to be honest, if I wasn't streaming tonight or doing this draft, I can guarantee you I'd be watching the Giants game right now. I don't know. You guys want to play something else? I kind of don't really want to play Madden anymore. Let's see. Somebody wants to suggest something that doesn't require lots and lots of attention, since I'm trying to multitask. Either that or I'll find something. I feel like I want to play Streets of Rage again, but I know I've played that too much already on live streams. Joseph wants Decap Attack. We can play that just for, just as long as I've never played Decap Attack, I don't think. So I'm not going to be super good at it, but, what the heck, let's give it a shot. Still 6 picks until my turn. Dave wants Tommy Lasorda baseball. Yeah, that would be cool. Let's play some Decap Attack first, but yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some Tommy Lasorda baseball. And Morpheus wants to know what emulator I'm using. I'm actually not using an emulator. We're playing on real hardware. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you. This is going to be nausea-inducing, but we can turn it around. There's the screen with Decap Attack, and there is the Genesis hooked up to an OSSC back there. And then that goes into our broadcast software here. So pretty cool. And then, yes, I am using a It's called a Mega EverDrive. Now I think they're all called Mega EverDrive. He's got like an X3, X5, and an X7, but he didn't used to have levels. Like he had the EverDrive MD that originally came out, and then he released this Mega EverDrive that has like save states and all of that stuff. And I'm pretty sure I got this one because I did a review of it. I honestly don't remember. Can you? Yeah, okay, cool. I think that's how I got this one. It's really not that much better than I got the EverDrive MD right when it came out, which was the first EverDrive that ever came out, and it had longer loading times and no save states, which for me I don't really use save states, and I don't mind waiting 10 seconds for a game to load, so that wasn't really an issue for me, but certainly this is the better product. What else? Oh, you can... Oh, cool. Sorry, I've never played this game before, so I'm kind of learning as I go here. But so far, I like it. What, is he just like a dismembered torso? It's our turn. So quick, going back to this. Still not going to pick up kickers or defenses, I don't think. But what else could we use? We have a quarterback, running back, wide receiver on our bench. So really, I would say wide receiver or running back would be the best thing. Who is O.J. Howard? I like that his name's O.J. He's explosive as a rookie. Oh, he's a tight end. We don't want another tight end. Crap. Who's Duke Johnson? Oh, crap. Well, C.J. Anderson at least used to be good, right? Screw it. I'll take him. I buckled under pressure. Sorry. Back to the other screen. There we go. All right. You have a skull head that you can throw to. All right, I got to check out the controls here. Second most famous OJ in football, yeah. Okay, so unpausing here. Oh, what is that? Use the cursor to choose an item. Oh, I see. What is this, like the shop? Oh, no, I get it. Well, I don't have any items, do I? How do you get out of this? There we go. How do you throw your... Because that just goes back to that screen. I don't know how that works. See, normally if I was going to stream a game like this, I'd play it at least a couple times first and familiarize myself with the controls, but... Four more picks and it's going to be our turn again. I really like the graphics in this game, I gotta say. And this is isn't this kind of an earlier Genesis game? Like, I want to say this one came out before they switched to the red boxes at least. So, what, 91 at the latest? I'm pretty sure it was 91. I did a lot of research into the Genesis games that came out in 1990, and I don't recall this game being among them. All right. Well, I don't know if I did any good there or not. I guess I don't really know what the point of the game is aside from just getting through to the end of the level. So hopefully that was all right. It's 2 picks until our turn. So you have a boxed copy. That's cool. I thought I might have a loose copy of this, but I don't remember. Our turn to draft. Man, there's still a lot of quarterback slip. Is Randall Cobb still any good? Probably not if he's up for trade, huh? We're really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. Kenny Galladay. Upside bench option. I say we take them. Done. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oops. And these enemies regenerate. Do I have to, like, hold on, let me see what this guy's doing. Oh, I was trying to jump up there, but no, I have to. Will this be our downfall? No. Oh. Dang it. I saw that coming. There's nothing I could do about it. Oh, now we got the head there. So now if I... Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. I don't think we can go anywhere else up here, can we? We gotta go back down now. Oh, should not have done that. I want to go that way. Oops. Do I have to jump on top of those birds? Somehow? Certainly not. A little help would be appreciated. Hey Skid, what's up, man? Ruiner XL, recently discovered your channel. Has really been enjoying the videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Glad to see you like the magazine read-throughs. Do you play any current generation games? No, not really. I have a PS4 over here in the corner, but I think the last time I turned it on is when I did that Sega Genesis Classics or whatever it's called live stream. And I play driving games, but I don't even have my wheel set up. I don't really have a place to set it up down here because usually I play that game at my desk. So short answer is no, really. Now we got to figure out. Well, we have like all those potions. Like, what do those do? What is it? Like if I... Oh, cool. This will make you immune to attacks. We don't want that. How do I... Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, our turn. All right. How am I going to not take... Oh, he's on IR. Oh, well, no thank you. Jordan Wilkins. I'm almost ready to pick a defense, to be quite honest. What do you think, New England defense? I could go for that. Or Pittsburgh. I thought you can never go wrong with the Pittsburgh defense. Hopefully I don't live to regret that. So we don't want that blue thing. That's not going to help us here. What's this one? Oh, see, I think we might need that. Or not. Well, hold on here. Aha! Wait, can you stand on those things? Is that what I was supposed to do? Oh, well. Well, whatever. We made something work. 5 picks till it's my turn again. I think I'm just going to go kicker on the next turn. I can't wait to see what grade Yahoo gives me for my draft. I'm guessing it's going to be a C-. What does this do? Oh, I see. Ooh, that's kind of cool. But I can't jump up here, right? Oh, hold on. So if I go... Then I still can't get up there. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I need like a foot switch or something. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about that. Yeah, Jay Business. I don't think that I don't think that would have been a good pickup, picking up the New England defense. So I don't have any more of that. Yeah, I don't have any more of that. What's this one, though? Oh, man. That was not what I wanted. Oh, now it's my freaking turn again. Well, now we got to switch back. Sorry. Ooh, Kelvin Benjamin. Is he still good? I'm going to take him. That seems like a good pick. Right? I mean, if he's the number 1 wideout, how is he even still available? All right. Anyway, so now it's 15 picks till our turn. So now we got some time here. Okay. I'm open to pointers. He gets a +1 just for having a chemistry-related name. Hell yeah. Kelvin, for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about. Oh. You guys aren't helping me out here. That's okay. You don't have to. Ooh, close one. Oh, nice. Derek, what's up, man? I got your sticker order. They'll go out tomorrow. I can't imagine I'm telling anybody anything they don't know, but, you know, we're selling stickers now. Classic Gaming Quarterly stickers there. 2 for $3.50 shipped if you're in the United States. If you just go to cgquarterly.com/CGQ shop, I think it is. But I'm sure you guys all already know that. Still got 11 picks till our next turn. Really got to take a kicker, I think, with the next pick, though. What does this thing do? Can you climb it? No. Ooh. Oh, dang it. I'm just going to keep going this way and see what happens. cool. We got more of those test tubes. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Boss battle. Oh, my goodness. What is that thing? Thanks, Derek. I don't have a Patreon page, but I mean that's the point of the stickers, you know, is like if you guys want to contribute to the show, like that's totally awesome. But excuse me, but I just rather give you guys something in return for it instead of just taking money, you know. Derek, this is Decap Attack, which I have never played in my life. So, whoa, whoa. Ooh, maybe you got him. Just in case. You just keep slamming it just in case, you know. Oh, let me just keep going? Yeah. Well, that was a pretty short level. Can't leave this round without finding the most important item. You should search every nook and cranny. What is the most important item? Alright, well, we'll find it. It's hard because a lot of those clouds, the clouds look the same, but some of the clouds you can't step on. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just, well, I guess I kind of am. Oop, our turn. All right. Chris Goodwin. That doesn't seem like a bad choice. I definitely don't want another tight end, particularly. I mean, I don't really want to carry a backup tight end, you know. I'll take this guy. Okay. So, oh, the draft is over. Well, isn't that cool? So wait, I never picked up a kicker. Well, that's fine. See, kicker you just pick up off the waiver wire after it's over, you know. So I'm done. So drafting, I mean. So we're just gonna play this game for a little while longer, and then I'm gonna actually end the stream pretty soon. I don't know how long it's already been over an hour anyway. And I know my wife's on her way home, and I'd like to eat dinner. So, and Dave, you said that I need a kicker. Yeah, I'll get a kicker. I'll just pick up a kicker. Yeah, I probably did overload on wide receivers, but you know it's just hard because I'm trying to play a game and talk to you guys and stream. So, I think I probably got not enough running backs and too many kickers, but that'll be all right. Ooh, is that game over? I think that's game over. Oh, no, it's not. All right. Oh. I think that was probably the secret whatever thing that we needed to grab. So I think now we can just hot-foot it out of here, wouldn't you say? Ooh, get out of there. Oh, dang it. That's what I get. All right, game over. Kind of want to play a little bit. Whoever, I forgot who suggested Tommy Lasorda baseball, but now I kind of want to play Tommy Lasorda baseball. Morpheus, no, I don't have kids, and we're not planning on having any kids. That ain't Kool-Aid, yeah, that's for sure. Hot-footed poetic justice. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have been running through there like that, but honestly, I didn't know there was going to be an instant death pit of lava, so in my defense. All right, well. Anybody ever played Devilish? Do I even have it on here? I thought I did. Oh, yeah, there it is. I keep meaning to play some Devilish, but I don't know anything about it, and I don't want to play 2 games in a row that I don't know anything about. But we should think about revisiting that in the future. I've got some. I'm not going to embarrass myself with more NHL 94 today, but Joseph, yeah, I like the game a lot. Actually, I wouldn't mind playing that some more. I guess it'd be cool if I had if I was covering it for the show. One of the cool things about having the show is it kind of forces me to play games that I otherwise might not play. Just because, I mean, there's so many games, you can't play everything. But, if I'm covering, like the Sega Genesis in 1989 or whatever, then I have to play all the games. And so it exposes me to games that I otherwise wouldn't play. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Wonder Boy. I'm open to any other suggestions if anybody wants to call something out. Just seeing if there's anything else I'd rather play than Tommy Lasorda. But yeah, we played Super Monaco GP on a live stream a while back. I actually have a special controller for playing Super Monaco GP where I think you can't press up because that way you can't accidentally downshift. I've never actually played... I don't think I've ever played the Genesis version of Viewpoint. I'd be kind of curious to see... to kind of see how they pulled that off. Viewpoint's kind of a polarizing game. I know a lot of people don't care for it. I like it on the Neo Geo. But, I mean, it is really hard. But it's a cool game. It's got really good music, so... Yeah, stupid Pat Verbeek. For anybody who didn't watch the last live stream, I played some NHL 94, and Pat Verbeek scored 4 goals against me, so that was not optimal. Wow, this really isn't too bad for a Genesis port of this game. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as the... I spoke too soon. That's some really bad slowdown. But it looks pretty good, and aside from the slowdown, it doesn't play too bad. I mean, you can see they kind of tried to preserve the music. I don't know how well they actually pulled it off. Well, there's even slowdown trying to open this thing. Not so good. Wow, it was just slowed down just from having those door things on the screen. That's pretty bad. Didn't the Neo Geo version suffer from slowdown as well? I mean, it might have had some. I mean, I load that game up from time to time on the arcade cabinet here behind me, and if it does have slowdown, it's not enough for me to even really notice it. So But, I mean, this game seems like it's got slowdown anytime there's anything happening on the screen. I mean, just having that little merry-go-round there is enough to cause some pretty bad slowdown, so... Definitely not a game I would be happy with if I had purchased it, you know, for full price back in the day. Whoops. There's no game sound? Really? I mean, it's a quiet game. Well, here, actually, I guess we can turn it back up. Yeah. Oh, now it's going to be too loud, though. Hey, I'm streaming down here, but only for a little while longer. I already warned the guys. The draft is over. I don't think I did that good. No, she thinks I'm talking to you guys. All right. Well, this really isn't even that fun. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and call it a night here. It was really just about live streaming the draft. So maybe we'll see if we can make it to the end of this level or something, because this is the boss right here. So usually this guy kind of hands me my butt. So. Oh, well, never mind. I think the Neo Geo version of this is a lot more difficult. So, so yeah, I think that's going to do it for us for the evening. Hopefully that was entertaining. I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun thing to try doing the draft live stream. So, all I hear is you meshing. But yeah, I had the headphone jack turned down on the Genesis. The way this is hooked up, it gets sound out of the headphone jack. I did get the line amp board from Firebrand X, but I haven't installed it yet. So once that happens, I will go back to using the line level out. Yeah, Metal Slug definitely has some slowdown in it. Enjoy your night, scientist. I'm going to go be a janitor. I mean, I wouldn't mind being a janitor, to be honest with you. Yeah, sorry, Christian. I didn't announce it really ahead of time. I just decided to do a quick live stream. So, and thanks for stopping by, Ruiner. Hopefully you will come hang out for the next one as well. And thanks for the rest of you that came and hung out. And maybe we'll live stream again either by the weekend or on the weekend. So thanks, and I will see you guys again very soon.